What's your I didn't start it, but I definitely finished it moment? When I started my dream job at a tech company, I was excited to work with Beth, who seemed super friendly at first. She'd bring me coffee, ask about my weekend, and offer to help me learn the ropes. But 3 months in, I realized why the last 3 people quit my position. Beth wasn't just stealing my work. She was systematically destroying my reputation. She'd take my reports, change a few words, and submit them as her own. Then she'd point out tiny mistakes in my original versions during team meetings, making me look incompetent. The worst part? She was smart about it. She'd praise me in front of others, saying things like, "Don't worry, everyone makes mistakes when they're new," while shooting me these little smirks when no one was looking. I tried talking to our supervisor Greg, but Beth had been there for 5 years. She'd already warned him that I might struggle to adapt and blame others for my shortcomings. He basically told me to work harder. One Friday, I caught her going through my desk at 6 p.m. when she thought everyone had left. I was only there because I'd forgotten my phone charger. She was photographing my proposal for our biggest client, Apple. Instead of confronting her, I quietly backed away. That's when I remembered something crucial. Beth had given me her laptop password 2 months ago to help with a printer issue. She hadn't changed it. That weekend, I came in early and logged into her computer. Her email was full of messages to higher-ups taking credit for my work. But what really caught my eye was a folder labeled expense reports. Turns out Beth had been charging personal purchases to the company for years. Concert tickets listed as client entertainment. Shopping sprees logged as office supplies. Even her yoga classes were filed under professional development. I created a backup of everything, then spent the next week building my trap. I developed 2 proposals for Apple. One amazing, one terrible. The bad one had obvious flaws any executive would spot. Unrealistic timelines, inflated numbers, rookie mistakes. I left the bad proposal on my desk with a sticky note marked "Final version, confidential," and went to lunch. Like clockwork, Beth took the bait. I watched through the office cameras as she photographed every page. The next morning, we had our biggest meeting of the year. Every executive was there, including our CEO. Beth had somehow convinced Greg to let her present first. She strutted to the podium, shooting me her signature smirk. As she presented my terrible proposal, I noticed our CEO's face getting darker. The numbers were so bad he actually interrupted her halfway through. "These projections can't be right," he said, frowning. Beth insisted they were perfect. She even bragged about spending countless nights perfecting the analysis. That's when I raised my hand and said, "Actually, I have a different version to present." I distributed copies of my real proposal, the good one. As everyone read through it, I projected Beth's emails onto the screen, along with screenshots of her expense reports. 5 years of fraud, laid bare. "I have a question," I said sweetly. "Beth, could you explain why you charged $3,000 in Sephora purchases as office supplies last month?" The room went dead silent. Beth's face turned ghost white. She tried to speak, but nothing came out. Our CEO stood up, "Both of you, in my office, now." In his office, Beth tried spinning some story about me setting her up. Then I played the security footage of her stealing my proposal, followed by evidence of her doing the same to the last 3 people in my position. The CEO's face was like stone. "Beth, HR will escort you to clean out your desk. We'll be conducting a full audit of your expenses." He turned to me. "I apologize for not catching this sooner. Would you be interested in taking over as team lead?" Beth was fired on the spot. Security walked her out as she ugly cried, mascara running down her face. The news spread fast. She'd stolen over $80,000 through fake expense reports over the years.